Do you believe David Umahi is a god of infrastructure in Nigeria? I want you all to take a look at this video first and tell me what you think. Now, this is one conversation that has been gaining serious attention lately, because when you mention infrastructure in Nigeria today, one name that keeps coming up is David Nweze Umahi. So people are praising him heavily. Others are asking questions. So what exactly is going on? First, let's talk about something that caught a lot of people's attention. According to Umahi, a new initiative under Bola Ahmed Tinubu is about to kick off. He announced that by next month, the federal government will begin an engineering mentorship program. And this is not just for engineers alone. Newly graduated engineers, mechanics, even drivers from every state in Nigeria, including Abuja, will be selected and trained abroad.
From April, we are going to be sending our engineers, our young engineers in the 36 states and FCT. And that's what we call the program, that's directed by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And that's called, President Tinubu, engineering mentorship program, whereby in every state we take some people that are engineers, maybe they don't have work but have graduated, and then take some, people that are, mechanics, drivers, and then we train them under this kind of gigantic projects. And then when they finish, by the time the project ended, we see if we have contingency, fund, and then we'll be able to acquire one or two machines for them. We want to develop the indigenous, contractors, because no country will survive with just expatriate firms working. We have to develop our own indigenous engineers, but they also have to learn the skill. So I encourage the young people to put their minds in learning the skill first. It is the Bible that says, first seek the kingdom of God, every other thing will be added unto you. I know when I graduated, 1987, my salary that time was 650 naira, and that was much for me. But what was uppermost in my mind was how to sit down and learn the job, because a lot you learn in the school are not enforceable unless you learn the practical aspect of the job. And I bent down under the tutelage of the Jews and the Germans, and God helped me and I learned the job. And so it's important that whoever is an engineer, in fact, a very good, well-trained engineer does not go to cut corners, does not go to cheat, because money will be looking for you. It's the integrity first, and then when you get involved, in the even supervision of the people that you are supervising, I'm sure that the contractors will be able to meet your needs without compromising anything. So it's good to be good and be man and woman of integrity in whatever thing you're doing.
So think about that for a second. For many young Nigerians struggling to find opportunities, this could be life-changing. So honestly, big congratulations to the lucky ones who will benefit from this. But at the same time, people are asking, how would they select participants? Will it be transparent, or will it be another who system? Now let's move to another major update. Umahi revealed that the Dangote Tax Credit Road project has now been extended to 69 kilometers, and he did not stop there. He openly said that Aliko Dangote is doing a wonderful job.
Kilometer. Okay, now it's going to be 69 kilometers of, Dangote Tax Credit Road. I will explain. In 2003, the president graciously approved Dangote tax credits of 60 kilometer dualized, 193 billion, passing through Afikpo, that's Ebonyi State, and from Ebonyi State to Abia State in Uturu Okiwe. In Uturu, then you now get to the Okiwe, the end of the project. But the project could not take off. And at the time the project set to take off, the prices of material had increased. And so generally in the country, what we agreed in Federal Executive Council is that no project should be increased in terms of the amount So what you're doing is what is called rephasing and rescoping. So instead of doing 120 kilometers, that's 60 kilometers dualized, we decided to take one full carriageway, 12 meters, from Afikpo down to Turu, down to Okiwe, and that is 60 kilometers. And then from the excess of the money, 193 billion, was taken to that contraction. Then we do extra 9 kilometers from Afikpo, then that's from Amasri side. And so you have 60 kilometers plus 9 kilometers. So you have 69 kilometers, 193 billion, reinforced concrete pavement, 12 meter width. That is what you're doing. And the contractor that Dangote hired to do this is the contractor that is doing the coastal highway, the Lagos Calabar, the Sokoto Badagry, and that is high tech. So high tech has also bet, in Southeast, because when we gave him focus, we shouted, why not high tech? So there is high tech here working for Dangote Tax Credit project, and the job is very beautiful, but the job is very slow. So I'm going to call Dangote today to complain very bitterly about the very slow pace of work, not caused by the present management, but the outgone one. Because I complained and they graciously removed the man who was delaying the job. But whatever logistics that may be involved, it has to be sorted out so that the work will be done. Now you were with me at Ndibe Beach. You can see work going on by InfoQuest, from Ndibe Beach, down to Eke Market. You saw a single carriageway. We're supposed to dualize the road. But you see a lot of churches, a lot of hotels, houses, and the Eke Market. So that's a big problem. Now, we also realize that if we dualize it and we come to that, roundabout, Eke roundabout, then we are going to expand the road, the one done by state government under my administration. And so it needed to be expanded. And a lot of houses will also go. So what we are thinking is to bypass the road, leave the dualized road the way it is, and then because in a major superhighway, when you are even coming to a township, you have to bypass the township. So we are thinking of bypassing it at the township and then take another carriageway, right from the beach, and then come over to the timber shed. That's what you're thinking of doing. And so they're going to write us and we're going to look at it. And that would be going to be fantastic. It's going to open that section of Afikpo. And I think Afikpo people should, after praising God every day, the next is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They didn't vote for us during the last election. I hope they will be wise to vote for us in this coming election, because they are the most beneficiary of all the federal government projects in Ebonyi State, that have benefited more than any other community. And so I want them to be warming up to pay good for good, done unto them. That's where we are.
What's the who to one high tech for slow pace of work?
I said that the person delaying the job has been removed. The expatriate, I directed that should be removed at this matter.
But at the same time, he also pointed out that the pace of work is very slow, and here's where things get serious. Umahi stated that he personally ordered the removal of an engineer because of delays in the project. Now that decision alone has sparked reactions, and people are saying Umahi has always been a no-nonsense man. But the biggest talking point, the one that really got Nigerians talking, this statement was directed at the people of Afikpo in Ebonyi State. Umahi reportedly said that the people should worship President Bola Ahmed Tinubu after worshipping God because of what the president has done for them. Now pause. You might want to ask, what has the president done for them? I want you to take a look at this video. So after taking a look at the video, is David Nweze Umahi truly delivering results that justify the praise, or are Nigerians getting carried away with the hype? At the end of the day, there's no doubt that major projects are happening. There's also no doubt that strong opinions are flying everywhere.